Script goat. Jenna. Kiki. Hey, Killface. Barbara. Ivana. Good bunch, so we should be able to have some. We should be able to have some actual conversation tonight then. I checked my email. New kittens. One moment. Give me a moment. I want to see kittens. Oh shit, I forgot. Also, apparently I got a bunch of messages from somebody named Stella. Sorry, I'm looking at kitten photos. Cute. 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 Should I get black one almost looks a little cross-eyed. Hi, Debonair. Not sure. Yeah, I never checked my that email address. Send me pictures of my perfect fairy ring. Sorry, Jenna. I hey, Sam Pickles. Favorite toppings? Pepperoni, onion, green pepper, bacon. Hey, Rebecca. I mean, there's the whole sexual assault thing. And now he's going on fucking Piers Morgan, crying about how he's had to sell his property, one of his properties. Hey, Fernanda. Bandana and shadow. Yeah, the black kitten, in a lot of those photos, the black kitten looks like it's got cross-eyed. Looks like it's a bit cross-eyed. Or bandit and shadow. Started the interview, but I haven't watched any of it because fuck Kevin Spacey. Hey, Gail. Well, no, he's the one who committed the sexual assault. Kevin Spacey's the one who committed sexual assault on children. Anthony Rapp, an actor. You're cross-eyed. He's banded because he's a psycho. There. Anthony Rapp, who is an actor, was one of the people who came forward to say that when he was young, do you call him cross-eyed? He's just learned to see. I don't know, just in some of the photos, it gave him sort of a derpy look, a cute derpy look. Hey, shucks. Who's Anthony Rapp? He's an actor. He was on Star Trek Discovery. In a lot of teen movies in the 90s. Who, Rapp? I'm really only familiar with him from Star Trek Discovery. So I don't know about his other stuff, but yeah, he's one of the guys. He is one of the people who came forward with to state that Kevin Spacey sexually assaulted him when he was a kid. Hi, Gail. Just want to say hello. Hello. Dazed and confused about society school ties. Huh. I was unaware. What's for dinner? I had philos. My mom and I went out to philos for dinner. Like the troubled, brooding teen American Beauty. American Beauty, where Jamie down. Yeah, check it out right now. Yeah, he always played the geeky kid with glasses. I mean, he's got that look. Not feelings, philos. Philos, Greek. I had Greek for dinner. I had Greek food for dinner. Paid for dinner? I paid for dinner. What was her name? Hey, Anunnaki. Logan Paul having Donald Trump as a guest. I think it demonstrates that Logan Paul is an asshole. I think it is some solid proof of how shitty Logan Paul is. Who did I lose my virginity to? Your mom. Nah, this girl I dated in high school. You're nice to be able to pay for dinner with money you made working an honest job. Nah, I'd rather be independently rich. Yes. Chantel was my second, yes. You're a Greek 100%. Cool, cool. He didn't set the suicide forest on fire, but he did film it, including showing a dead body, which, yeah. Who was better? Your mom. Hey, potato salad. Hey, hamburger eyes. How's the autism today? Where does Star Trek Voyager rank in my Star Trek Universe favorites? I don't really do rankings like that. That said, I'm only like, I just finished season 2 of Star Trek Voyager. I am shocked at how long it took me to start actually watching that series. Apparently, like I did not watch any of the first 2 seasons back in the day. What celebrities' nipples do mine most resemble? I don't know. What did Kevin Spacey do this time? He was on Piers Morgan. He's basically he's just trying to like do the whole I've learned my lesson. I deserve to make millions of dollars in movies again. He's broke? Fucking good. I'm glad he's fucking broke. Still transitioning? Still plan to. I have not used my rice cooker yet. But yeah, so like I've been rewatching Star Trek Voyager, and like there's occasional moments that I remember from the first 2 seasons, but not many, and not the episodes around them. So I am enjoying my rewatch of it. I am enjoying the show so far. Like I said, still just finished the second season, so I think I'm getting pretty close to where I actually started watching the show. I think it's probably like mid to late third season that I started watching originally. What am I going to do first? Transition to use my rice cooker. My rice cooker. I'll use my rice cooker soon, probably this coming weekend. Is that gay Star Trek actor? There's a few. Anthony Rapp is queer. George Takei obviously came out as gay pretty famously a few years back. Asian food? Not particularly. I don't like sushi, and like there's a lot of Asian flavor. There's a lot of Asian flavors that I don't particularly enjoy. Yeah, Star Trek's got a few queer actors these days. Discovery, I think, has multiple. Remember when George Takei was Me Too? I don't really remember that. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, he did. Yeah, he led an interesting life. Hey, Joel. Takei absolutely led an interesting life. The fact that he wasn't in an internment camp, and yeah, it's probably a big part of why he is as progressive as he is. Did he write a book? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Takei's probably written a few books. Like I imagine that he's probably been involved in a few books. I don't remember if he's written anything about his time in the internment camp. Like I don't know if he's like written a book about that. He might have. George Takei. Always wonderful when I try to look something up on Wikipedia and it just fucking glitches back to the homepage. George Takei. So yeah, he has written a few books. He wrote an autobiography back in '94. And just this year, actually, My Lost Freedom, a Japanese American World War II story, a book for young readers. So he has written a few books, including one just this year. I am not subscribed to any OnlyFans. Hi, Clara. I look like a spicy meatball. Wait, what was on the same street potato? What did I miss? Wikipedia constantly tells me I'm a 2% that is donated, and then they ask me for more money. Oh, hi, Mercury. I don't remember if I said hi to you. I haven't actually donated to Wikipedia. I'm bad. I'm terrible. Truly terrible of me. Don't do it. They're lying. I don't support the world's largest library. Well, Wikipedia isn't a library. Do you still get comics? Nah. Wikipedia is not a library. It's an encyclopedia. Said $2 over 15 years ago and still get emails. Yeah, that's fair. That's that they do that. I remember I donated to like I used to donate to Amnesty International back when I was like 19. I had a bit of I donated to them for a little while, and then canceled it, and they just never gave up. Encyclopedia, including many topics of right, but I mean it's still not a library because it still doesn't. Libraries have people who can help you use them. Like I can't borrow books from Wikipedia. Read your message. Which message, Potato? Like cross crystal? No. Or the old buried underground library in the middle of the desert. Someone could probably help you use Wikipedia. Well, I mean, Wikipedia isn't exactly tough to use. I want to, I want to read up on this, so I will read up on it. Libraries outdated? Nope. Libraries are absolutely not outdated or useless. Libraries remain vital community services. Even aside from the fact that they have a lot of books that people can borrow, even aside from the fact that they're great for people who just need something to read, uh, they have they offer a lot of community services. Libraries for old people. Yeah, I mean, a lot of old people do like libraries. A lot of young people like libraries. People of all ages use libraries. They're great for families. Very well might be true, Jenna. Why don't I go to libraries? Hey, Julia. Bad fire that killed 50 people in Chantal City. Seems to be. Ooh, that's shitty. That's rough. My local library is primarily open urinal for the homeless. Guarantee that's not true. Here's the thing. Anytime that a city starts talking about cutting library budget, a lot of people come out to speak against it. Like consistently, people come out in support of libraries. Do you think Chantal started the fire? No. No, there you go. People use the libraries. The libraries. Carpeted, visibly solid, and stinks to high hell. Library people are annoying loudmouths. I object. It's library. We're annoying quiet mouths. We're vocal. Library people are vocal, but at a moderate volume. Hey, comic book. Literally had to say, not silent, but quiet. You have to be. You have to keep your volume low. Because there are people who use it for research and everything. It's on Max Caulfield and 4K Ultra HD. The new trailer? Do you mean the new trailer comic book? I'm undecided on whether I will play Double Exposure. Like I'm undecided on whether I will play the next Life is Strange. Honestly, potato salad, because I'm pretty sure I got tired of trolls talking about it. Can't wait to see if the reviews are good. Yeah, and like I'll at least watch a Let's Play of it. I'll watch probably Wellens play it. Don't have super high expectations. Looks okay. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, my big concern is Deck 9 hasn't impressed me. Before the Storm was not bad. Yeah, I had some complaints. I did have some minor complaints about Before the Storm. And then the remaster. Jesus fucking Christ. The remaster of Life is Strange and Before the Storm. The fucking bugs in that. I mean, obviously that was just because they didn't have time. You know, like they were just... That almost certainly came down to Square setting an unrealistic time frame. Like an unrealistic release date. But still Square. Yeah, the new Life is Strange is still going to be Square. Which means good odds that they've probably still got an unrealistic release date. Anyone call me a pumpkin eater? No. And then, like, my local librarian likes the podcast I like. No one your friend, but I don't know how. Just tell her you like the podcast. Just be like, yeah, talk about books, talk about the podcast. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And then True Colors. True Colors was well made, but it had right and wrong choices, which felt like it missed the point of the Life is Strange series. You know, like Life is Strange, it's not about the right and the right and wrong decisions. It's about sort of dealing with the consequences of there being no right answers. You know, like the original game and Life is Strange 2 and even Before the Storm, there was no good ending. You know, none of those games had good endings. True Colors had genuinely a good ending. You know, make these right choices and you will get the good ending. I don't know. Just walk up and scream, "Can friend," and turn bright red and run away. Seemingly accidental touch barrier breaking move will help you to first base. Hey, Big Dick. Good advice from both Jenna and Vanna. all these things in that order. Hey, Laurel. My favorite movie? Spirited Away. I really loved Spirited Away. This jacket of Gunner. It needs replaced. My jacket absolutely needs replaced. But I mean, that's been true for a while. It was fine today. Try to sell her weed, so she's weirded out by you for any reason. You're just trying to sell her weed. You didn't like Spirited Away? Well, I don't like you, bitch. Hey, Kelly. No, it's flaking. My jacket is flaking apart. Just like 100%. I need to replace it. Bring it? No. Someone gave me weed. Would death be interested? I wouldn't because I'm boring. To come up to me and be like, would you care for some weed? And I'm like, no, thank you. Thank you. Ask her if she works at the local library. $110 in California today. Oof. That's horrible. It is currently 17 degrees here in southern Ontario. What's that in Celsius? I'm pretty sure 110 in Celsius. I'm pretty sure 110 works out to too fucking hot. You know, name brand. Yeah, at that point it's just ball soup. August equals preparing for fall. Hate August. August is always like July and August are just miserably hot. I think that's how Dewey Decimal wanted his measurements to be used. September is also super hot in Canada. These days, yeah. September is usually when it started to cool off. Like usually it would start to cool off a bit in September, but yeah, September is actually pretty super hot in Canada as well these days. It's hot in Kentucky until like November into December. Ugh. Does your poop ever get on your balls? No. almost Halloween. I mean, 4.5 months, but okay. Got my black cat decoration for the next roughly 18 years. Hope so. Used to be cooler in September. I remember when I was growing up, the transition was there. Yeah. But global warming. You got an ad? Yeah, it'll happen around this time of the stream. It happens when there isn't a winter anymore. Yeah, I think there will still be winter. It's just going to get weird. We'll probably still have winters, and there will be some winters that are worse than ever. I did answer, Vanna. I said no. My poop does not ever get on my balls. My poop does not get on my balls. Anyway. Like the shitty part about global warming is that it's likely to actually make winters worse a lot of the time. Yeah, like there'll be some winters that are exceptionally mild, but then there's also going to be winters that are just viciously cold. Because global warming just affects extreme weather in general. Paul's saying so low he gets road rage. If it gets really hot, the dinosaurs will come back. I would guess no. Male actor gets sexually assaulted on Twitch. I did not see that. Find it hard to keep my wiener from getting wet when I'm sitting in the toilet. Can't say as I've had that problem. Once in a while, every once in a while, there'll be a splash that gets my balls a bit, that taps my balls. You know, like there'll be a plop and my balls might get tapped by the water, but nuclear winter sounds kind of badass. I mean, it does seem badass. Like, I can't deny that just it's got a badass name. I have never peed in a sink. Chestnuts roasting by the Oppenheimer. Nice. Hey, little Craig. The Devil's Kiss. Yep. Fat eyelets. I didn't really know that was a thing. No lids. Just straight eye. That sounds horrible, actually. For a while, I like to get drunk and piss in sinks. That is not something I have ever done. I don't pee in the I don't pee in the shower either. I reserve my pee for toilets. That's it. Because I'm boring. That's what it means to be boring. Nothing better than shower pee. I'll take your word on that because I don't want to pee in the shower. I pee in every body of water I enter. What if it's an emergency? I mean, I've never had a pee emergency. And like, there have been times where I've had to pee outside, but not very often. Because I don't really spend much time outside. Shower and toilet both go to the same place. Thoughts on shower sex? From what I've heard, I've never done it myself. From what I've heard, it's not worth it. Not worth the effort. I went tubing and couldn't pee, and my BF kept trying to say everyone does it. Shower sex is awful. That's what I've heard. That is just, it's genuinely not worth the effort. That it's, yep, like it's uncomfortable. Water makes for terrible lube. So it doesn't feel particularly good. I like shower sex for the giggling. Just kind of funny and intimate, and you're like, what are we doing? And you stop and just shower. Whenever someone is peeing outdoors, I start to go pee right next to them and ask, have you ever seen one this big? Water makes it feel dry. Yep. Yep, so I've heard. Same with like sex in the pool or a hot tub or anything like that. Sex in any body of water. Period sex? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if I had. Might don't have top 6 the same yet. Period sex or masturbating in your period is a whole other level of amazing. My last sex location. The street corner where your mom. I'm sorry, Craig. Yeah, the street corner where your mom works. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Adam. I'm so sorry, Craig. No, it's just bedroom. Not my bedroom. It would have been the bedroom. Like I had last time I had sex would have been you know staying over at a girl's place for a few days, for a couple of days. I stayed over at a girl's place for a couple of days on my way back to Cornwall for Christmas break back when I was in college. Get to be the plunger instead of the spoon. Guess the details. There's not a lot of detail. Back when I was in college, I started dating a girl. I met her on a dating site. Um, we got together a few times. And then Christmas break come around, and there wasn't really the bus schedule from from Ottawa to Cornwall and Cornwall back to Ottawa was kind of weird. Hey, Killface. Thank you for 18 months, Killface. Circle of protection for me to get all the pussy. Thanks, Killface. So yeah, we'd been dating for about a year, and Christmas break came around. Um, so what ended up happening was, I stayed at my girlfriend's place for a couple days before taking the bus back to Cornwall. And then like the day after I got back, the day after I got to Cornwall, she texted me to break up with me. Which, fine. It's not like I was in love with her, so it's not like I was heartbroken about it. Never fun to be done, but it wasn't a big deal. What did bug me was like King Prince Charles. What are they feeding him? The blood of infants. Uh, the plan had been that like at the end of winter break, I would again stay with her for a couple days until I could get back into my into the dorm type of play. No. Have I ever dumped someone? Yes. Dumped by someone I was in love with, but it's okay. 2 years later, and I have kittens now. Kittens do trump lovers. So that reminds me. There's a band I like called Illuminati Hotties, and they've got a great song called "I Want to Keep Your Dog." And the basic premise of the song is that like I'll break up with you if you don't let me keep your dog. It's basically saying like You're fine and everything, but I really like your dog. Yeah, you're fine, but I'm only in this for the dog. Hey, Halloweeny. Anyone I regret dumping? Nah. I want to be dumped again. Yeah, it's just such a cute, fun song. Could I listen to Brat? I'm gonna pass. I don't know who Brat is, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I'm not going. That it's something I probably don't enjoy. Like I don't even want to know who Brat is. They sound vaguely annoying. Charlie XCX. Twins think you're my boyfriend. Cute. Smash Hit album by Charlie XCX. Not my kind of music. Tried to sharpen my mechanical line and broke it. Oh. They've already kid bought Brat. I can believe it. Saw Styx recently. The 80s band? What was the big hit? What was Styx's big hit? I don't even remember what Styx's big hit was. The 90s hip hop albums? I think not. Toto, Cheap Trick, and Journey. Wow, a lot of old people music. Mr. Roboto, Come Sail Away, Blue Collar Man. Come Sail Away, I think, was the one that I was thinking of. And Mr. Roboto, I am aware of as well. Blue Collar Man, I don't think I've ever heard of. Kids Bop will make you want to commit suicide. I have Rocket Man stuck in my head. Heart and Billy Idol. Heart is a band that I respect more than I enjoy. That's on the Japanese Spider-Man show. Like the old one? You mean the old Japanese Spider-Man? Where he's got a giant robot? I never watched it, but I mean, Spider-Man with a giant robot. Aerosmith, America, Steely Dan, Doobie Brothers. Manager and her daughters seeing Justin Timberlake this week. Meanwhile, I think the biggest band I've ever watched, I think the biggest band I've ever seen in concert would have been Placebo. Nancy Wilson can get it. Doobie Brothers. Brigitte Calls Me Baby. I've never even heard of them. I'm not a fan of classic rock myself. My mom gets drunk and she starts hiccuping. It happens once in a while. And she's like, you have to play Steely Dan. It's the only thing to stop the hiccups. She doesn't stop hiccuping. My mom sneezes. When my mom's been having a few drinks, she just starts sneezing. Wish they do matinees because I'm tired by 9. The show's only halfway through. That's funny. Sadly, none of the bands that I'd like to watch are likely to come anywhere near me anytime soon. Yeah, like Montreal might be getting, Montreal might get interesting bands once in a while, and possibly, and Toronto occasionally gets some. Toronto's pretty far though. I don't really want to go 4 hours each way just to see a band. Snoop Dogg's in Ottawa. Worst band I've seen. Sugar Ray. I don't know. I don't think any of the bands that I've seen have been bad. But that's just because I've seen so few. Placebo, Heartless Bastards, of course. Loved Heartless Bastards. Crux Shadows. Boy. What happened to Kevin Spacey? Hey, Troll, please. He did an interview with Piers Morgan. So basically, he's hoping to try to get he's clearly hoping that he can revive his career. But fuck that dude. Lady Gaga, Lizzo, Fall Out Boy. Bob only goes to Toronto now, of course. Van Gogh died to see but can't anymore. I don't know. I mean, I suppose there are a few bands that it would have been cool to watch before they that have since broken up, but the Pipettes feel like they would have been a really cool band to see live because they do like these little they did like these little dance routines with their songs that I think would have been really fun to watch. I mean, he had a lot of accusers, Big Dick. Spacey had quite a few accusers. And not guilty doesn't mean innocent. Just means there wasn't enough evidence to convict. Lincoln Park. Ugh. Kiss. Bleh. The yeah, Kiss. So that where every song has the part where the music stops and you have to clap and sing along. Every song does that clapping part. Hey, alien tourist. Like that's basically Kiss's trademark. Yeah, I enjoyed Beetlejuice. Toby Keith had some fun songs. Ooh. Water kind of went down the wrong pipe, I think. A little bit, I think. Saw Kenny Chesney against my will. It's terrible not watching him grab a woman's tit. Watched the lead singer of Green Day shove a microphone in his pants, but I liked that. Yeah, I mean that sounds about right for him. That sounds about right for Green Day. Like that is a very Green Day thing, I think. I don't mean that as an insult either. It's just, hey Kim. Like I don't even mean that as an insult. It's just like, yeah, that tracks. Favorite anti-Canada song? I guess fuck Canada. That is a pretty fun song. The vocalist from L7 pulled out her tampon and threw it in the audience at Lollapalooza. That's not an ideal souvenir. Where can I get Canada flag for my bedroom? The internet. It's blame Canada. That's right. Blame Canada. Not fuck Canada. Blame Canada. Yes, Kim. I am still in that same place. Hey, color purple. Symbol of corporate greed and period sex. That might have been her excuse, but crypto? No, I don't have crypto. Crypto's a scam. Crypto is just a big pyramid scheme. And if you're not at the top of the pyramid, NFTs? NFTs are NFTs aren't even a pyramid scheme. Like they were just a straight up scam. Bitcoin is pretty legit these days. Do I invest? I don't. Yeah, NFTs from the beginning were bullshit. And a lot of people knew they were bullshit. Biggest purchase I ever made? I mean, car, I suppose. Like to see my money in my savings account only. Do I save for retirement? Nah. Nah, man, I have got a few $1,000 saved up. I had to explain NFTs to a bunch of old people. Why'd I buy a car? Well, when Chantal and I were together. When Chantal and I were together back in 20 years ago. How do I get my food? I walk to the grocery store. It's not too far to the grocery store, so. Hey, be kind. But Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey is an alleged rapist and pedophile. Alleged pedophile as well. Is Kevin Spacey friends with Ghislaine Maxwell? I don't know. Probably. Thursdays have been my favorite night of the week since we started Class 09. Oh, instead of Press 1 But we'll have another game after that, Killface. Granted, it's not going to be as funny. Favorite Kevin Spacey movie? Fuck Kevin Spacey. Yeah, like the next game I play on stream isn't going to be a funny one. Next game I play on stream isn't going to be a funny one, but it's Don't Nod, so it'll at least be cool. It'll at least be like a really interesting game. Is that an article he is bankrupt? Yep. Good. Start my tournament. I know, but do I get retirement through work? Don't think so. And if I'm at that job 27 years from now, 26 years from now, like if I'm still at that same job 26 years from now, fucking hell. Birthday is going to be on a Saturday. Decided to get my hair done and get old. Outbreak, American Beauty. He dies in both. Fair kill face. He also dies in Seven. Yeah, so any movie where Kevin Spacey dies is the best Kevin Spacey movie. Move to Ireland. If I were to move to another country, it would be Scotland. His 3 accusers died. Yep. I mean, there were other accusers who didn't die, like Anthony Rapp also accused him, and Anthony Rapp is still alive. But yeah, there were like 3 people who accused him of assaulting them who mysteriously died, which was weird and fucked up. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't normally go for conspiracy theories, and it's maybe it was just a weird coincidence, but it's a weird fucking coincidence, right? Like, did Kevin Spacey actually have these people killed? I mean, I don't know, but it's really fucking weird. Did he's worse and got his karma fast? Yep. You get the deal. It feels like that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm not I don't generally go for, oh yeah, this person had their critics murdered. Like I don't generally go for that, but it's like it somehow makes more sense than the idea of it being just a coincidence. Hey, Marbles. So I don't know. Camera on my laptop. It is it's a USB camera that I use. I go live when I'm not sleeping, and yet you still missed the first hour. Yeah, it is a like detachable laptop. Whee, look, it's moving around. It's detachable. But I do keep it resting on top of my laptop when I'm using it. Where all these presidents, other countries dying in plane crashes. Yeah. See the bathtub again? Probably not. Bubble bath stream? Never. That will be never. No, I don't want to get in the tub. I don't wanna. Very sensitive. Yeah, but I still don't wanna. Cotillion? I have no opinions on Cotillion. No Mr. Bubble streaming? No. No Mr. Bubbles streaming. So you pick the big bucks. Dubious. Is it creamy and fair? Well, not creamy. You certainly don't want it creamy. No, ew. Chips, pistachios. Which utensils to use in fancy set at dinner? So, in general, for a fancy dinner with multiple utensils, start from the outside and work your way in. Chicken au gratin. So at least, like, from the place that I eat it from, at Philo's, what it is, it's chicken. It's a chicken breast. So grilled chicken with bacon, mushrooms, and cheese. Chopsticks? No. So yeah, it's so no, it's not in a cream sauce. Not the place, like I said, not the place where I get it from. I don't know if there's like a like I don't know if there's if it's actually something else. Hi Gigi. Like I don't know if there's actually like a different name for what it is that I'm getting, if they just call it chicken au gratin, grilled chicken au gratin. Yeah. Yes. Potatoes. Yep. They have Greek potato wedges on the side. So yeah, it's just a grilled chicken breast, and then they put some mushrooms and bacon, and then cheese on top of all that. Oh, gratin is a cheese sauce. Yeah, this one's not really a cheese. This one's not really a sauce. Yes, I went with my mom. Yeah. So yeah, this one is not actually a sauce. It's just a melted cheese that they put on top of the on top of everything. What my mom get? Salmon or sole. No, fillet of sole. She got fillet of sole. So she got fish, fillet of sole. No, they did not go with me. Yes, I paid because a little overdue to pay for dinner. She's paid the last few times that we've ordered out because I think just because of the fact we've ordered out, what food makes me throw up? I don't know. Lots of food, I think. Do I like the Monkees? The animal or the band? I actually did really like the Monkees, the band, back in the day. Back when I was a teenager. Yeah, I watched the show and bought like both of their albums. I even got Mickey Dolenz' autobiography. It was actually pretty interesting. The Gorillaz. I mean, there's a couple of Gorillaz songs that I like. Yeah, what was interesting about the Monkees was three of the four were, actual musicians. Like I don't think Davy Jones was particularly musically inclined. Good singer though. Like I don't think he played any. Like I don't think Davy played any instruments, as I recall. But the other three all played guitar. So like three of the four, like three of them actually like knew how to play the guitar. Um, Mickey was chosen to play drums, and he didn't want and like he wanted to like make it look authentic. So he actually taught himself to play drums. Just gonna tell you to read that. Yeah, it's a long time ago there, but yeah, he taught himself to play the drums, just because it's like, hey, I'm gonna make it real. I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be fucking real. Their first concert together, like their first live show, literally the screaming from the crowd was so loud that literally nothing could be heard from the band. If I'm remembering correctly, if I remember correctly, they did insist on like playing their own instruments live for that show, but it didn't matter. Like I think they were playing the instruments themselves, but because of the how loud the crowd was, literally like, it did not matter worth a damn. Nobody like it couldn't be heard anyway. So he learned how to play the drums to fake playing the drums. Basically, like genuinely, basic, pretty much. Yeah. Just I mean, he wanted it to look authentic, and beyond that, when they did live shows, they did play the instruments for real. And like on like their first album had session musicians. Their second album, uh, that was them. It was they were playing the instruments themselves. Because like I said, I mean they were both musicians and actors. They cared about both sides of it, so they wanted it to be real as as possible. And I mean like professionalism and just pride, taking pride in the work. I don't know on a scale if I could just have people think I possessed it. Dude who played Harry Kim on Star Trek Voyager, he didn't teach himself the clarinet, but he did learn the proper fingering for the songs that he would be playing on the clarinet because like his character played the clarinet. So anytime there would be a scene where his character would be playing the clarinet, he wasn't actually playing it, but he was moving he was putting the keys in his fingers in the right spots. I just peed and didn't get to flush yet, and Bandit jumped up thinking the seat was closed and fell in. Oh, Bandit. Is it too late for me to claim I'm a badass drummer? Because I am. Pee in the sink, Jenny. You don't have to flush. Feel like it would be awkward, though. I mean, I don't know how tall Jenna is and how high her sink is, but factoring in average height of a woman and average height of a sink. Fucking piss cat. Yeah, so now Bandit needs a bath. They wanted to be real. Record company didn't want to do it for real. Yeah. Yeah, so there was definite conflict between the band and the record company and studio. But yeah, they worked to make it. They did work hard to actually make it real. Pretty sure I'd have to hop up. These days, there's only a couple Monkees songs that I do still listen to. Daydream Believer, I still have on my playlist, and I'm a Believer. Why are the two best Monkees songs? Like, how is it that the Monkees' two best songs both include Believer in the title? Daydream Believer and I'm a Believer. And Last Train to Clarksville, which is actually very different from either of those. Okay, hey, that Porpoise song is the best Monkey song. I don't remember that song. I honestly don't remember Porpoise song. Anyway, Kevin Spacey went on Piers Morgan to begin his redemption tour. Does life have a porpoise? No. And on a side note, listen to the band. This is the best Monkey song. It's all Mike Nesmith. Hey, Lisa. Another one that I don't remember at all. Been a long time since I've listened to many Monkey songs. Like I said, really just the three. I also remember they had one about dogs. Anyway, yeah, so some people are out for money with the Kevin Spacey sitch. Yeah, like Kevin Spacey himself, he's out for money. Yeah, like Kevin Spacey going on Piers Morgan, it's like, are you really sure Piers Morgan is actually going to help your image, Kevin? Because, like, does anyone actually like Piers Morgan? Daydream Believer is your favorite? It's a very pretty song. like, I feel like even the people who watch Piers Morgan don't actually like him. Even his viewers probably think that he's an asshole. It's like I agree with him, but I still hate his fucking guts. One of those types of situations. Like I feel like even the people who agree with him just really fucking hate the dude. Because it's just like he's just the worst, you know? He can make one movie and be fun again. The hope is that he doesn't get to. I think that's the hope. That he doesn't get to make that one movie. That said, there is the possibility that he starts making movies with like, what was that fucking? What's that site that Matt Walsh runs that has started making movies? Is it The Blaze? Hollywood loves to support trash people. They do, but I mean Roman Polanski. Roman fucking Polanski. People like Hollywood. Like, there's still plenty of people in Hollywood who cheer him on. Woody Allen never seems to have trouble getting people to agree to his movies. Yeah, I know that, like, at this point, the sort of. Let me backtrack when things get delayed. Yeah, bad things happen in the dark. Yeah, they do. To be fair, that's true of a lot of places, though. That's not a uniquely Hollywood thing. There's. What happened with Winnipeg? Nothing happened. Not sure if you think Piers Morgan likes people. Oh, he's a narcissist. So worked in radio for a long time, was like that too. Yeah, I mean, like any business, like anything, any business, any group. Why did you break it up? It didn't break it off. It just drifted out of contact. We just sort of stopped chatting. There's no reason. It just happened. Anyway, um, like there are probably fucking book clubs that one member harassed another, and the rest of the group didn't really want to do anything about it. It's one of those things. It's just sort of like it happens everywhere. The only difference is Hollywood, because Hollywood has so much attention. Feeling he'll make another movie. I mean, if nothing else, you know that Matt Walsh's production company would be glad to have him. They're always happy to have washed up actors show up. Probably not Rebecca. So yeah, like it's. I think that's sort of what it comes down to. It's not that Hollywood is, inherently more corrupt than other industries. Will Smith is back on top, right? Because as it turns out, black people never cared about the slap. You see Alex Jones cry? Yep. Good. Cry more, asshole. Alex Jones is fucking awful. Yeah. So like, that's the thing. Like, white people made a huge deal out of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. But like black people that never cared. And it's black people who are making Will Smith's new movie do well. Because like what the you think black people are gonna boycott Will Smith over Chris Rock? Come on. They like Chris Rock, but Will Smith is Will fucking Smith, right? I am. But I also pay attention to what black people say. Hey, Chrissy Cupcakes. Review Passion of the Christ? No. All anti-Scientology propaganda. It wasn't even that. Like, if it was anti-Scientology, that would have been fine. But no, it was just pearl clutching about just, I don't know, it was just stupid. We're angry that Will was being cooked by Judd. But I mean, that's like, they agreed, right? It's fine, though. It's consensual, so whatever. It's the whitest black actor besides Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, but I mean, people still remember Fresh Prince. Got a lot of cases. He does, yeah. Obviously, like Will Smith's one of those guys who's got crossover. Will Smith has always, hey drama. Will Smith, hey Braden. Will Smith has always had huge crossover appeal. Hey Spagandi. Will Smith and Chris Rock should have dueled with sabers at dawn. He's in Men in Black. But yeah, I mean, they're not like. It was exclusively white people who made a big deal about Will slapping Rock. And it's like, who fucking cares? Like, it's fucking whatever. It was and I guarantee you that was not the first time Chris Rock had been hit for telling a joke. Will Smith don't got to cuss in his raps to sell records, right? Like, I guarantee you that was not the first time Chris Rock had been slapped for telling a joke. Probably the first time in a long time that it had happened. Like, I suspect that it's probably been a while since it had happened. But ultimately, I think it was ultimately his own reaction seemed to be like, okay, wow, been a while for that. This Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is a British tabloid journalist who also works in the US. And he's awful. He is just. I give Will Smith and Chris Rock something to slap. Fair enough. Fair enough, Rebecca. Fair enough. And yeah, he is just horrible. A few years back, Have I ever mislaughed for a joke? Not that I can recall. But I don't really tell a lot of jokes, frankly. I've never been a particularly funny person. I was never, you know, the guy. Like I was never the guy who told a lot of jokes. Yeah, Morgan. A few years back, there was a big scandal because the Daily Mail was caught hacking phones. Like, it was a big phone hacking scandal, and Piers Morgan was the editor at the time, which means that he was involved in hacking phones. Just horrible violation of privacy of various people. And beyond that, he's like this right wing douchebag. He's got this utterly obsessive hatred for Meghan Markle, which really seems to stem from the fact that she didn't want to go out with him. Getting the shit kicked out of me for saying something stupid is on a personal bucket list for me. Fair. Hacked my phone and all he found was Gucci pics and canceled Domino's orders on DoorDash. Debated Alex Jones and triggered a legendary rant. Piers Morgan and Alex Jones. Yeah, there's a fucking debate for the ages. How do you know if a dog, or how do you keep a dog from humping your leg? Imagine being sued so hard that you can't even bankrupt yourself out of debt slavery. Hell yeah. Piers Morgan can give a good interview when it's one-on-one. Yeah, can he though? He's terrible when he has a panel. Yeah, he's interrupting his guests. I don't know, Big Dick. How do you keep a dog from humping your leg? And why do I get a feeling it's going to be a gross punchline? I get my nose by flipping coins and cryptic dreams. Probably the best way to do it. As hatred for Meghan Markle hilarious. I mean, like, it is funny, but it's also creepy. Because it is absolutely obsessive. Going to bed, no one stop me. Everyone stop Jenna from going to bed. They have a pet named Flotsam. Everyone jump in Jenna's bed so she can't lay in it. So she can't go there. We need to keep Jenna here. Good night, Jenna. Oh, Vanna. Jenna, Vanna wants you to wait. I think Vanna has something to say to you, Jenna. Cover my cat cross-eyed. But it was cute. It's cute. It was a cute kitty. When Terry came to the States and complaining about the fact that people can criticize and despise royal blood. I don't really remember that. This chat will devolve into chaos and disorder. Oh yes, because it's been so orderly since now. Yeah, this chat has just been so organized until now. I'm the bravest janitor. I don't even remember what you said earlier, Scapegoat, so you're forgiven. Let's wait for Jenna to leave and then we'll talk about it. Arguments over all sorts of stuff. Yeah, these days instead of arguments, there's just utter chaos. Good night, Jenna. You know what makes your channel so great? When I stop paying attention to everybody, what do I think about Alberta? It's a very conservative province, which I will not beget you. Sounds like forget. So it's cute. It's very cute, Jenna. It is very cute. I was thinking something else. Were you thinking that you weren't going to get bread, Vanna? We were like, but I want a baguette. What is Canadian conservatism like? Um, Honestly, probably about where the Democrats are. Canadian conservatism is probably right around equivalent to the Democrats in the US. Though it depends. And Alberta wants to leave Canada. Do you know anything about that? I mean, it's not going to happen. I don't think that's very likely to happen. I mean, fuck it. Quebec couldn't even leave Canada, and they had fucking reason to. True alien tourist. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Conservative Party. They do want to like increase Quebec. Yeah, Quebec's nice. Like they do, like both, like the Conservative parties do want to increase privatization of a lot of things. You know, like Doug Ford keeps cutting healthcare in order to justify privatizing privatizing it. And that's just sort of in general the conservative approach. Cut funding for things that help people so that those things can then be privatized. Canadian healthcare is affordable but not timely. Um, yeah, delays are bad. But that's the thing. So in Canada, if you need healthcare, yes, you'll have to wait for it, but you're not going to have to pay for it. But yeah, you will have to wait for it. Whereas in the US, if you need healthcare, if you don't have good insurance, health insurance through your job, and I mean, it's not like wait times are non-existent in the US. You know, if you're not rich, you very well may have to wait. You know, if you're rich people never have to wait for anything, no matter where they are. Rich people in any country at any point in history have never needed to wait for anything if they didn't want to. But yeah, so in the US, like you very well may still need to wait. Every province is great except PEI. PEI is fine. So yeah, like even in the US, you still may have bad wait times. And that's assuming that you can afford it. You know, like if you've got a health condition, but the health insurance to your job sucks, you may not be able to go to the doctor. So you just suffer. Thoughts on people that get married for health insurance purposes? I mean, yeah, you do what you got to do. Side note: there are people who can't get married because of health insurance reasons. I think disabled people in particular have to like avoid getting married because they can't, because it'll affect their benefits, their disability benefits, which sucks. So yeah, I mean, it's just like wait times in the U.S. are sort of artificially lowered by making it so that some people just can't go. And even then, there are still people who have to wait ridiculously long times. So yeah, it's and health insurance in the US. The US spends more per capita on healthcare than anywhere else. You want to see slow wait times? Try being an American veteran. Yeah. Yeah, the VA fucking sucks. And somehow no government ever gets around to fixing it. You know, whether it's Democrats or Republicans, neither party actually gets around to fixing the VA somehow. Because, you know, people aren't serving anymore, so you know, they're no benefit they're no benefit to the country now, so fuck them, basically. So yeah, it is gross, just like how incapable both parties are at actually fixing the VA. Because it'll take money. It'll take money, and neither party wants to spend money on anything other than fucking police and military, like active military. Neither party wants to spend money on anything that doesn't, like, that doesn't go towards killing people. Much longer life expectancy would be if people actually had good health care. I mean, it'd be a few years. Yeah, probably about maybe 4 or 5 years from his lifetime. Well, I mean, not entirely. I mean, what's life expectancy in Japan? Japan's got, I think, I believe Japan's got very good health care. So yeah, Japan 84.6. Yeah, life expectancy in Japan 81.64 years for males, 87.74 years for females, which is the highest in the world. So like Japan has like the best life expectancy in the world, and even that's I think maybe a decade more than like the U.S. has. Yeah, it's what country has the lowest, and how can I get a flight there? Lowest, Chad. Which, what a fucking shock. Fucking Chad, right? Goddamn, fuck you, Chad. Fucking Chad. Sudan is actually 158th out of 201. So yeah, out of this is based on World Bank Group estimates from 2021. That is definitely a problem, alien tourist. United Nations United Nations in 2022 ranked Lesotho as last. So, and the World Health Organization in 2020 also Lesotho. Hey, Habibi. Apple new iPhones using ChatGPT. Yeah, fuck iPhone. Fuck Apple. Okay, there's like 6 genocides happening simultaneously. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Lesotho on most rankings has the lowest life expectancy. Or possibly Afghanistan. Or Chad. The point is, there's a few countries that have life expectancies in the 50s. So yeah, there are a few different countries where life expectancy is still in the 50s. U.S. is in the 70s. High 70s, I think, even. Yeah. 78.38. What about Hunter Biden? What about him? So yeah. U.S. is solidly in the middle of average life expectancies. Like the list of average of country by average life expectancy. United States is solidly in the middle. Yeah, it's high 70s. So about 10 years. Not even 10 years lower than Japan. So it's not. Next Mission Impossible film will be about recovering Hunter Biden's crack pipe. So yeah, it's not even like life expectancy in the U.S. is terrible. Hunter Biden been naughty. The big issue, really, is that it spends more to get these fairly average results. That's on Tina Trump. I don't know who that is. The Aristocrats. Final line of the movie will be. Yeah, I mean, my opinion on Hunter Biden is I don't fucking care. Like, did he break the law? Yes, fine, throw him in prison. What do I care? I mean, except to the extent that I believe in restorative justice rather than retributive justice and prison system, blah, 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 blah. Aside from, my issues with the prison industrial complex in general, I don't fucking care about Hunter Biden. What kind of gotcha is that supposed to be? Well, Joe Biden pardon him. I think only like on his way out he might. I think that there is a possibility that when Joe Biden is on his way out of office, he might pardon his son. He's certainly not going to do it before the election, because that would just look terrible for him to do it before the election. Like, it would just be the absolute worst possible optics. Will Trump pardon himself if he wins? He might. I think that kind of depends on whether the people around him talk him out of it. Could Trump and Hunter share bunk? Would be entertaining. Really, it is. I don't imagine that Trump will spend one day in prison. Trump is a wealthy person. So I honestly don't see him spending a single day in a cell. The wealthy do not actually go to prison. At worst, they get house arrests, and even that's not common. Biden is absolutely going to. Oh, good night, alien tourist. Pardon Hunter after the election. Hey, Uncle Buck. It's hard to say. Because Democrats do still pretend to care about, like, the perception of conflicts of interest and shit like that. They still pretend to care about your rules of order and all that sort of thing. So it's honestly hard to say if Biden will pardon Hunter after the election, or even on his way out of office. Like, if he loses, even if Biden wins the election, hard to say if he would wait until 2028 to pardon him or not. Spin it as a nationwide amnesty for nonviolent drug offenders. And not because it's contractors, I think so. Which, nationwide amnesty for nonviolent gun offenders. What Biden say about super predators in the 90s? Yeah, he was into. He bought into the whole racist super predators bullshit. Yeah. And fuck him for that. Anyways, it has been 2 hours, so I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow for more of Class of 09 The Re-Up. Sorry, Uncle Buck. Good to know, Scapegoat. Sorry, Uncle Buck. So yeah. I'll be back tomorrow for Class of 09 The Re-Up. So, good night for now.